Hello everyone, my name is Andrew, I live in Canada. Recently I purchased a car and yesterday I already covered 1000 kilometers driving in this country. In this video I'd like to share with you some of my driving experience. But before I start, I'd ask you to subscribe to my channel and to put a thumb up to this video, as it really makes a difference. Let's go! So in this video, I'd like to highlight the driving experience in Canada according to certain points, like condition of the roads in Canada, driving etiquette, following the rules, general impression, and comparing driving in Canada to driving in some other countries where I lived, namely Ukraine and China. So let's start with the condition of the roads. I live in St. John's, Newfoundland, and as everywhere in Canada, we have quite harsh winters. At the same time, it's not so bad. Anyway, I was impressed by the quality of the roads, and not in a good term of this word. Many of the roads, I would say half of the roads in the St. John city, are basically patch on a patch. Instead of making a whole big piece of like road together, making it smooth, making it just one piece and pleasant and soft and smooth for driving. There are many patches, many potholes, many pits. Now, I'm not talking about the whole Canada. I'm talking in particular about Newfoundland and St. John's City. Maybe in Vancouver the roads are better, and actually when I was in Vancouver last time 3 years ago, it seemed to me they were better, but here that's something inappropriate for the country of the level of Canada. I saw guys, and probably it's because it can be because of several reasons. The first one, harsh Canadian winters, lots of snow, lots of water, some salt on the roads. The second one can be negligent attitude while patching those the asphalt, the road coverage. I saw personally when people would put the asphalt, a new asphalt, and instead of making it flat by special machinery using special tools, the worker would put it just in the water. Just in water, and B, they would flatten it just with their feet, just using their shoes, and they were stomping that asphalt, hoping that in this way it would be flat and strong. It's nonsense, right, guys? And I would say that the quality of the road here is not better than the one that I experienced in Ukraine. However, when you come to Canada, it's a G7 country, it's a developed country, it's a social country, it's a country where people pay lots of taxes. You expect something better. Now let's talk about following the rules and driving etiquette. I would say that here in Canada, majority of drivers, they follow the rules. They try to be conscious, they try to be polite, they often will yield you the right of the way, and people try to not to violate the rules, they try not to speed, they try not to be unpredictable for each other. If a direction of the road, like straight, is divided into several lines, like 2-3 lines, one of them, there is an arrow showing that it goes to the left, and the middle one goes straight, the right one goes to the right. So people will line up according to the directions showed by arrows. A quick example of a Canadian driving courtesy is a case that happened with me today when I was driving in the evening after work to purchase actually this tripod that I'm using for shooting. I stopped before quitting our driveway and was looking for a gas station on the map. And a woman stopped and asked me like whether I needed any help. And I replied what I was doing there. She said like, all right, yeah, like that's the gas station, the one that I was thinking was the nearest. She told me it's the nearest one, like good luck to you. And she added something like, have a good weekend, honey. Now that's cute, right? Now guys, a spoon of tar in the barrel of honey would be probably that not all the drivers are conscious, polite, well behaved and educated. Some drivers, and I actually meet them almost every day, they would show some signs of impatience if you are A, violating the rules, B, not making fast decisions, not reacting enough, not reacting fast enough to the changing of lights. C, if you don't immediately stand in the line that is appropriate for this or that direction. For example, if you're changing the line before the crossroads from the arrow that shows to the right, you are changing to the arrow that points straight, or from straight you are changing to the left one. And if someone doesn't like it, they would honk. A couple of times I saw people even putting their windows down and yelling. So not all the people are patient, polite, friendly. Like each family has their own bad guy, right? Now I'd like to compare the driving in Canada with driving in the countries where I lived. Now in Ukraine, if you come to the crossroads and you want to turn to the left, you would go to the middle of the crossroads in order to facilitate, to make the transition to the to make this turn faster and smoother. So you would come exactly on the crossroads, right? When the green lights appears. And here in Canada, it's mostly no. People will be still waiting behind the line. And when the opportunity arrives, when all cars pass, they would make a turn. It takes more time. Sometimes you even don't have time to make a turn, to finish a turn, because the light changes, and that's all. Another thing that I find kind of a drawback and disadvantage of St. John's is that the traffic lights on the crossroads are not before the crossroad, for me, the one that goes before the crossroad for me, and for those people that moving in the opposite direction, the one that is before the crossroads for them. No, the lights are after the crossroads, right? So not only it impedes the visibility, it makes you frustrated, and if you are especially a newcomer, if you are new to driving in this city, it makes you frustrated and confused to know where is the actual crossroads, because you can might think that the crossroad starts at the traffic light, but actually you will, if you stop this way, you will actually pass the crossroads already. And it almost happened with me a couple of times. Luckily, I was driving very carefully and slowly, and I managed to stop behind the line in the last moment. So I find this as a kind of a drawback. It could have been done better. Maybe they were saving the money. Maybe, I don't know what principles or ideas they used to make such decisions. Comparing to China, we can say that definitely here there are less cars than in China. In China, everywhere there are lots of cars. At the same time, it looks organically, people in China try to not to make troubles for each other. They try to find a way to understand each other, as it happens actually here. Drive slowly. It's better to let someone pass. It's better to yield to someone the right of the way, rather than to think that you know the rules better, or to rely on your skills or on some other abilities. The same here in Canada. mostly people will give you the right of the way. So it seems to me the same here in Canada. Very often, and especially when the traffic lights are not working due to different reasons, due to power cuts because of the weather, the wind, the temperature, the snowfall, the drivers try to be polite, try to show an understanding, and they would better. I was driving once and was in a bad situation a bit. I came to a crossroad, the traffic lights were not working, and on later I understood it. So the principle was like this: cars from each side were crossing the crossroads one by one, and I thought that I didn't get it, so I decided to cross the crossroads after the car that was going in front of me, and another car to the left of me that was I was turning to the left, and another car to the left of me that was about to go straight honked to me. And here I'm and it seems to me and only after that I understood that it was because I was supposed to let the car pass. It seems to me they were working on one by one basis. Another situation happened with me today in the evening. I passed my turn. Google Maps showed like not really correct. They show already when I was passing. They showed that I passed the turn. And I didn't know exactly what to do, but I passed the turn by like 10 meters. So I decided I didn't want to go back by the rear gear, so I decided to turn around, and when I was turning around, I gathered several cars behind me, but everyone was waiting patiently, showing understanding, and in this way, they really helped me to feel my maneuver, and everyone was safe, and it all looked nice. So my general impression of driving in Canada is mostly positive. Provided you drive slowly, you show respect to other drivers, you know the rules, of course, everything will be okay with you. Sure, the quality of the roads could have been better, because sometimes it's not very safe. Sometimes it's not safe for the car. Sometimes if you want to bypass to wiggle from certain potholes and pits, you have to turn with your steering wheel, and it might cause some trouble. But generally, all in all, out of 100 scores, I would give like 75 to 80 scores. So it's mostly a positive experience. Alright guys, so if you're in Canada, I'm encouraging you to buy your own car, because here, except for a couple of big cities like Montreal, Vancouver, Toronto, maybe Winnipeg, the public transportation goes quite rarely. Sometimes it even doesn't come at all. The public transportation doesn't cover the whole city or the whole community, so a private car is a must. Guys, thanks for the watching of this video. I wish you to be safe on the road. I wish you good luck and make your Canadian dream come true. Take care.